Prates. He beat former champion, you know, like clear knockout. They're both very good, you know, very tough, young. And I surprised how these guys who smoke all day beat the former champion, you know.
He said, Carlos Prates said that's what Nutella will do for you, the power.
I don't know who like his nutritionist, you know. These guys look big, but he not cut much weight, you know. But he is good, you know, like crazy performance. Finish former champion, like make it easy.
This boy Carlos Prates comes out to the song Purple Lamborghini by Rick Ross. Hey, you know the first time I heard that, Chill, whenever the Suicide Squad movie was about to come out, and the Joker would drive the purple Lamborghini. And he said, forgive me for my sins, I have just begun. And Prates goes out there and does what he does. Prates is the man, dude. And then this dude gonna light a cigarette. And as Islam was walking to the cage, Prates is in the back, like shaking his hand, like, let's go, boys. Like, what is up with Prates? I told Prates Saturday, I said, hey man, tell me where your after party is so that I know I'm at least a mile away so I don't get caught in all that you guys are gonna be doing.
Yeah, he needs a moment.
Yeah.
He needs a moment. I mean, we even saw it in the fight that he lost with Ian Machado Gary, where he just needs a second to change the course of that fight. And he came in and he talked to us. He's been training with Kyle Bahayo, who's a much bigger guy, a stronger guy, and a really good jiu-jitsu guy. And he just felt extremely confident. And I'm telling you, ever since he dropped that fight to Ian, it really does seem he's leveled up his game. He's taking it more seriously. He's putting in the time in the training camp. Do I wish he'd smoke less cigarettes? Of course I wish you'd smoke less cigarettes, Carlos. But you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You went back out there and you've been looking phenomenal in your last two fights. 2 huge finishes. The only way this man knows how to win inside of that octagon is putting people down with knees, kicks, or punches. And I'm here for it all day.
He's that guy. You just don't, like, you can't let him get any momentum. I think the fighting nerds are that way. You let them get a little bit of confidence and they just start having fun out there. And that's when the relaxation comes. Man, that little tiny bit of momentum is all it takes for the fighting nerds or for a lot of fighters. You give them just a little bit and they'll run with it, man. You give a little bit. Alejandro Gutierrez, I don't know, you ran off. He's got a lot of potential, man. He's fun. Sits, you know, runs around smoking, doing his thing, eating fruit pudding, all those things. I mean, I bet Islam's probably like, man, I got to just start eating some fruit pudding or whatever it is. Tiramisu, all that stuff.
You know, Prates is just a big, scary 170er. Like, he's long. He's not scared to fight. He smokes cigarettes, so his lungs are on a different level. His lungs are always fighting. You know, even when he's not fighting, his lungs are fighting because he's smoking, you know, the cancer stick. And I think he just has a leg up. Even Islam said it. Islam's like, how this guy smoke cigarettes and be a champion like that? I don't make sense.
Yeah.
He's just a different breed. And I think that Ian Gary got out. Like, I think Ian Gary approached the fight smart, stifled him. And I think if Prates would have got to that flow and that mojo a lot earlier in that Ian Gary fight, I think we would be talking about, you know, Carlos Prates in title contention.
I'm impressed with this young man. I like I said, he's one of my favorites right now. Not only do I love who he is and his personality, but the way that he's able to go out there and deliver is incredible.
It's just he got caught with so much power, and Prates has that lights out one shot power, and he's a little bit crazy, you know. They were saying he was eating Nutella cake. Islam was saying, oh, I heard Prates was eating Nutella cake the week of the weight cut, the week of the fight. While weight cutting, he was eating Nutella cake. He's a little bit crazy. He smokes at the press conference. He's got crazy power.
With Carlos Prates, you cannot strike with him. Anybody that's going to strike with Carlos Prates, I'm going to even say this to this extent. If this fight with Morales and Carlos Prates goes down, even if Morales decides to strike with him, bro, I give the edge a little bit more to Prates. But because it's MMA, and if he takes a hit from Morales, like it'll definitely change it. But anybody that stands with Carlos Prates is crazy.
Yeah, you know, Michael is really good. He's young.
He's a really strong guy. But I think I still more entertaining than him. And I think it's my time.
What if they, because I seem like everyone on the internet wants to see you two fight. Do you think that's a fight better when one of you is the champion and then it could be a big main event?
Yeah, I think so, but I can fight it whenever UFC won, you know. I can, of course, want to fight for the belt, but if the UFC say you need to fight Michael, you guys need to fight like a semifinal and go to the belt. Okay, let's go, let's fight.
Now, Michael Morales versus Carlos would be, wow, that'll be a fucking fight. That's gonna be a fight. Those guys are gonna both kill each other. They both have that instinct and that grit to get out there and fight and actually do what they're getting paid for, is fight, not this, you know, eking out decisions or hitting and moving. These guys are coming to fight. My two favorite guys at welterweight are Carlos and Michael Morales right now. So I would really like to see him fight in the future at some point for the belt. I don't want to see him really fight for #1 contendership because I feel like either one of them right now could fight for the title. If it's Carlos, I'm happy. If it's Morales, I'm happy.
Give credit to Prates. This is a guy who fights anybody at any time. You know, with the boxing guys, we used to say certain guys, they got their gloves waiting by the door. They got a pair of gloves waiting by the door. Have gloves, will travel. And you give them a call, they're there. That's Prates. He's there. And he's always dangerous. Because he's experienced, he knows what the fig he's doing. He's been in there with top guys. He's confident. He's a tough guy, all that. But he's got that TNT in his fist. He's explosive. He's fun to watch. He's exciting. He's electric. And he's a southpaw. They were both southpaws. And he's scored the knockout.
This dude might be the coolest dude in MMA. This man comes out to Rick Ross. He smokes cigarettes. And he just, my son goes, Dad, he lifted Leon off of his feet. Bro, when he hit Leon Edwards, Leon's feet came off the ground. And he's doing this to a world champion. I'm talking about Carlos Prates. This dude is the real deal. I forget, Chael, when he comes out to Rick Ross. So every time I go, oh, and John's like, yep, every time. I was like, this dude he's the real deal. And he seems to be gathering a lot of steam in terms of the way the public is now perceiving Carlos Prates. That was a big deal for him, though.
That knockout was savage, like savage. When you saw like that straight down the pipe on Leon's chin, Leon's out before he hits the ground. Like you see his head snap forward as his feet leave the ground. You know, his butt hits the mat, his head goes forward, and then the extra one for safekeeping.
Oh, I mean, Prates, he's very good, very smart. He's a sniper, man. And I think Leon Edwards just got out of his game plan. It looked like he was meant to be like wrestling the whole time. But I think Prates talking to him a little bit, getting in his head a little bit. Leon started chirping back. But that's not your game. I think that's Prates' game. He's very smart and cool and just chilling there. But yeah, it sucks for Leon right now.
The issue for Prates, though, this is the problem with that win, is that first of all, it was tremendous, dude. And first got to finish Leon with strikes, and dude, it was so heavy, and the fact that he got lifted off of his feet and his head went.
It's insane.
It's insane. But the issue for me is that neither Jeff Neal nor Leon Edwards, Leon a little bit, is a true kind of duplicative test of what Islam would would offer. And of course, nobody can be Islam, but you know, Brady, for example, would be kind of a close test.
Sure.
How would you handle something like that?
History says if you finish a world champion, you fight for a world championship. And that one, my friend, I believe is a bulletproof stat. I don't think anyone has ever finished a former world champion and then not gotten the opportunity themselves. That speaks more to our division than it does directly to Prates. I think that Prates is already kind of looking in some different directions. I'm just sharing that welterweight right now is so healthy, and it ties in perfectly for Islam. For parity in new matches is really what we want as fans for Islam. And the mere fact that 170's got 4 or 5 top contenders with Islam now at the helm, I just think Islam's spot, he's in a very healthy moment of his career.